Hey guys, Marty here. Today I'm doing a video on leveling a ranger. It's a very commonly asked question. How do I level my bow and wand characters? And this works for either character. It's not necessarily the best way to level them, but it's how I like to level them. So the items I'm going to be using, the most important ones are Stormcloud and Tempest. These are going to carry your damage throughout the majority of the story. Darkness Enthroned with 2 flat lightning abyss jewels will make you able to kill everything the entire way easily. I have 2 level 28 abyss jewels that are easily alterationable. I made this one because I was using my other jewels on this wander. It took me about 30 alterations. Tabula, Wonderlust, just some rare gloves with int on them to help with requirements, an amulet with int and some resin stuff. I'll put this on later on once I get to around Kutava, or after Kutava, need a little bit more life. Ondars to help with the early game damage. Wise Oak, which is about 3C right now, but also can easily be substituted for just any Bismuth Flask. It's mainly just to help cap resistances. I'll swap to Skullhead for a little bit more life. Until then I'll be using Gold Rim. Loctonials until the Ondars. Kiri's Bite is going to be your quiver until Drill Neck. Going to use 2 Lay Hoops briefly until I get to Thief's Torment, not very important. Karui Ward helps with strength requirements and just gives a bit of damage and movement speed. And then we'll have some Quicksilvers throughout. And I'll switch to a Diamond Flask when I feel like I need staunching. 1 instant bubbling life flask, not too important. And most importantly, Wake of Destructions for a lot of flat lightning damage. Otherwise, everything's pretty straightforward. I'm going to be using the Lightning Arrow, and I'll take a Barrage, swap that in. The supports I'll start with Onslaught, Mirage Archer, added Lightning, and added Cold, which I'll take for my quest reward. And eventually I'll put in Elemental damage with attacks, LMP, we'll get Pierce from the quest or at the start. We'll switch to GMP and Ice Bite later on. Just gonna run double Heralds until I can get Wrath. And then if I can fit it in, I'll just put my casting damage taken, but that doesn't really matter. So without further ado, let's get into it. Turn on D&D. Hamidor. It's you, Nate. Hey, Yuri. Davo. What's up, guys? We're gonna play no copyright sounds so the video doesn't get muted on YouTube. Want to buy Elder Ring installation services? $30. Sorry, I can't do that, dude. I've got to update my stream title, I forgot about that. I'll do that once we get to town. No, I didn't rip Neon. I'm recording a YouTube video. Alright, title is updated. Preparing this character for when I rip. Yeah, basically. Hey, Unstar, how are you doing, dude? Anything else important? Grab these, I guess. Thanks for the follow, Self. Appreciate that, man. throw on 2 iron rings for now. Throw Pierce in here. Onslaught. Yeah, we'll be good to go. Did I die? No, Midor. Hey, DD Gardem. What's up, man? Oops. You don't want to fuck up my thing? Thanks, man. I am not dead. Just want to see if you can get an Elder Ring set up. Might have to ask me some questions, but you'll try it on ask a ton. Alright, man. Well, don't be afraid to ask if you need to. Are you still on 100 sub points? Yes, I'm at 103 sub points right now. God damn it, Davo. What build is this? Just any old bow wand character. Generic ranger elemental damage character. Alright, we can skip that quest. I grabbed supports before I went. I don't have most of these beasts. Kinda wish I could capture them. Marty's 10 million, Shaper, Uber, Elder, Split, Arrow, Destroyer, Gamer, Build 9,000. Budget, by the way. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess Semidar. Can I collect this? Marty killing bosses? Hey, I've killed Shaper and stuff on hardcore. I may not do it often, but I've done it. Okay, I'm lost. Help, what's this layout? Okay, I'm not lost anymore. You're trying to build a ranger yourself? Nice, man. Congrats on level 4, thanks Alpina. Yos. Can you start a ring from the northwest corner? You can start a ring from anywhere as long as you have the required conditions. It's easier to start in some locations because it's more likely for guardians to spawn spaced apart, but you can start a ring anywhere on the atlas. Alright, I need to relog. Forgot to grab TPs. I did not die, dude. Read the title, man. I'm not dead. Can I show you my ring? Gross, dude. Not dead, guys. Looks happy again today? Yeah, I'm in a great mood. It's been a good week for me. Murray died off stream and is trying to level a character without us finding out about it. It's an interesting theory, Indiana. Although I did buy the gems with my level 92 character, but still an interesting theory. Right, give him a headhunter. Yeah, let me send it to standard. This is standard, it's all a clever ploy, maybe. I won't tell. You're gonna make a Raider build? Do it. Raider is pretty good for certain situations now. The Onslaught and the Frenzy route is a lot of damage and speed. I think for Cyclone it sounds really good. And like Venturous Thunder character with it was really good too. Oh, we're zooming. Alright, we're gonna kill Kaduchu because we got this speed. Mari died off screen to Ellie Reflect? No. Hey, Greg's not too much, man. Just leveling up. You're so good, it's crazy. Thanks, Maui. Cell Tank, thank you for the 6 viewer host, dude. I appreciate that. How'd your stream go? You're going blind into this game. Probably was a bad idea. Starting hardcore, you're dying in Act 5 to 6. Hey, nothing wrong with that, man. I came in blind as well, although I did have a friend to help me learn some of the mechanics and stuff. Never read any guides or anything early on. You're leveling a Bojog. I think that's actually pretty good with full accuracy and like Obscurantis and stuff. Get Havoc to speed level me. I mean, the whole point is I'm recording a guide, well, not really a guide, but just a video for YouTube because yesterday everyone was asking how do I level these characters, so I'm just gonna show it. What do you get by playing in hardcore? Nope, there's no difference between hardcore and softcore other than that you lose your character if you die. It's just something, a playstyle some people prefer, myself included. I want to ask you, Starforge off of Shaper Tone want to make my Cycloner. What did I do with auras, and did I go Blood Magic? No, I did not go Blood Magic, and as far as auras, I took Haste and Vulnerability. But now it seems like you could just go like Aspect of the Spider and Vulnerability, or Aspect of the Spider and Haste. That's probably what I would run. Kinda thought that was gonna loop around. Turns out it was the opposite direction. Feels bad. Marty is one of a kind at this game. The speed, the precision, the mechanic skill. I've never seen someone who can get to level 10 at these rates before. Not even Trip. If this guy keeps drawing this way, he's gonna become the fastest Brutus killer alive. That'd be quite the accomplishment. Beating out Crip. I feel pretty proud of myself if I did that. Hardcore's not preferred playstyle, it's a lifestyle choice. I mean, yeah. You're not wrong, Dovey. Hardcore's a better economy too. I disagree, I think hardcore and softcore both have ups and downs to their economies. But that is a commonly stated reason to play hardcore. I just don't personally find it to be true. So initially I'm picking up these elemental damage nodes in Ranger. Since we're going to be going full elemental scaling the whole way through, it's kind of the best path to take early on. Dead and Doom taking notes? Nah, Dead and Doom would be on like Piety right now. No one buys your Helmet Chance? Helmet Chance take a while to sell. Because it's like someone needs to need that specific enchant on that specific base. The thing is, they're kind of like guaranteed money eventually as long as you hit good ones. Where's a badass dude? Thanks. Eat bread, get head. Reason why you think hardcore is better is the market gets saturated in softcore. It does in hardcore too, though. Like, realistically, things like... Wait, what? Why couldn't this have happened on the first day of the league? Let's go stash that. That's pretty good, I think. What the fuck, dude? What the actual fuck? What is that? Why does the Lycosidae drop off of Brutus? Oh, I forgot to grab Blink Arrow. I was sort of like shocked by getting the Lycosidae off Brutus. What is the shield? That's Lycosidae. It's like one of the best in slot options for Wanderers. You think it's a Tabula and it's a fucking Lycosidae. I don't even know what to say, guys. Imagine that happens on the first day of a league, like, you just actually pull out a Lycosidae instantly. Here, let me go grab Blink Arrow because I forgot. That's ridiculous, yeah. That's funny. I was really hoping I would have found a Mana Flask by now. I'll buy a level 12 one next time I go to town. Now you have to restart because the viewers will think you get that from Brutus. No, I'm not using it. You know the tune's going to be good when it drops that off Tabula or Brutus. True. This character's got some based RNG. Good morning, Smurf. How you doing today, dude? What are the odds? 1 in a fucking billion? I don't know. Very low, I would imagine. Oh my god, and didn't get the legendary shield off Brutus. What did I do wrong? I'm not sure, dude. You must have just fucked up somewhere along the line. It's not really a guide though, it's just like an outline of how I like to level these characters. Just basically give people some insight into an option they have if they want to level their character like this. And I mean, you know, this way they'll have some sort of a resource to look at. Here's your Bow Jug POV. I'll have to check it out later. Can you link it in Discord, Midor? Time to farm Brutus. You want to farm yourself Lycosidae? Alright, let's buy a Mana Flask and pick up Barrage. Oh, they did have the good one. Alright, delete this one. Put a good Life Flask in. Throw Barrage up here. Alright, what do I want to drop in my supports though for LMP? I'll just cut Added Cold for now, I don't need the damage. MF farming Brutus, worth it confirmed. I mean, apparently, you got Abrath Hooves from a random pack in Chamber of Innocence. What the fuck, Neo? That's awesome, dude. I haven't had Abrath Hooves drop since Harbinger. Hey, Puppet Uber. That's a dead end. What build do I go in farming non-shaped tier 14 maps for divination cards? Like, are you talking about farming like Caldera and stuff like that, Shinra? Am I leveling Wander with Hooves? No. I'm using only like pretty affordable gear to keep it like realistic for anyone who watches to be able to play it. Starts with a D. Oh. I don't know. I mean, you could do Wander. It would work really well, probably. Oh, whoops, I forgot to use Wise Oak. You could also do, like, one of those RF Pathfinders with Divination Distillate. I bet that would work very well. Yeah, yeah. I figured you, like, Marblayered. It's good, Midor. It's actually really good. You get 100% Divination Distillate uptime. And you can wear like double Ventors, or you can wear like Ventor plus what's that other ring? Pariah White Socket. You're just about to ask about a leveling video for the Wander. Nice, I'm doing it. Yep, we're getting it going, Anra. It's not gonna be, you know, the fastest ever Wander leveler or anything like that. Just a general outline. I actually need to loot silver coins. I think I have like 20 left. But the other nice thing about RF Pathfinder for something like that is that like Dark or you know Spooky Forest that Shinra wants to farm, it's got a like a pretty sketch boss, and RF Pathfinder can do bosses like that really easily. What am I planning on doing with this character? I mean, mainly it's just for the guide, or well, like the video, but it's also, I mean, you know, if I ever need to reroll a Wanderer or a bow character or something, I can always play this. So I mean, I'll just get it to like Blood Aqueducts or whatever, and that way it'll be ready for if I ever need it. This tail in general, you're good for Ascendancy. Yeah, it's a fine Ascendancy. I'm gonna go Far Shot on this character. But, I mean, all three of the options are good. The Pierce Nodes, the Far Shot, and Tailwind are all great for leveling. Hey Mind Rush, how are you doing today, man? Not that much of a reason to farm it. Skipping boss would mean missing out on potential T16s. Yeah, you don't want to skip boss. Yeah, I think so. I think it's a really good build, Shinra. RF Pathfinder, like... I mean, you also get a lot of speed out of it too, which is great. You could also do it with like a Wind Ripper character or a Wander just fine and run like mostly Quant gear. Hey Dirty Dogs. You played it in Abyss? Yeah, I think it's really good. Preparing for your birthday tomorrow? Oh shit, happy birthday, Mind Rush. Hope it goes well, man. I can change up my Quicksilvers now. Let's do that. So now I've got my Adrenaline Quicksilver and my Heat Quicksilver. Let me get them in the right places. Early lab rushes are OP. Yeah. I would get an early lab rush, but I imagine that a lot of people who watch this video are not going to be able to get an early lab rush, so I will just do it without that. But that being said, anyone watching this video, if you're listening to this particular moment in it, if you want to level up a character like this really easily, then you can get a friend to rush you through lab. At level 40, you can get Cruel Lab, and level 55, you can get Merc Lab. And that makes you into like basically a god while leveling. Oh, whoops, I forgot to flip the thing. Two KES at level 45 against Katava. That's with the Cultist, I assume, Shinra? Or is that with Guardian? Guardian? Okay. Interesting. I'm curious how CI leveling with the Cultist is now if you go like the double ES nodes. Those are both like so powerful. So I'm about to spec into this 30 int node next level. And you don't need to do that, but if you optimize your gear a little bit better, like if I was using an int ring, I wouldn't need to do it. And I still don't need to do it, even with my setup, but I'm just going to do it to make things a little bit easier on myself. As far as like leveling my gems and stuff. This way I can keep leveling up Added Lightning, Wrath, and Herald of Thunder the entire way. Alright, this is where I usually cut Onslaught. But I'm not going to get rid of it yet, because it can come in handy later. We are going to help Alira on this character, so next up's Triton. Oops, forgot to switch my light and hero back. There we go. Overall monk cast the whole time. Yeah. I've never tried leveling like as low life, but when I saw Shinra's guide for it the first time, I was like, that looks like something I really want to try. Still never died while leveling with low life RF at 34. Wow. I've only died like once in the past 3 leagues while leveling, and it was last league I was leveling a bow character and I just tanked the entire barrage from that infested valley boss thing, whatever it is, that bug, and it just instantly killed me. Yeah, leveling died friendly. Alright, Oak's next up, since we're gonna help Alira. Okay, twice. I forgot about that one, Nave. I died once this league while leveling. When was the other time? I don't count after Blood Aqueducts. Because Blood Aqueducts, once you make it there, you're technically invincible, even unless you're stupid like me. I should. Monk ass, dude. Poke the tree, and let's go get help Alira. Oops, I didn't mean to go back to town yet, but I guess I'll grab my skill point while I'm here. Cosmo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that, man. You want to farm Dark Forest? You should probably set up an Elder Circle. Yeah, most likely. It would be really beneficial there. You could get a really crazy one there too, actually, Shinra. I don't know if you have your Uber Elder unlocked yet, but if you do, Then you could make your Elder path through Phoenix and Hydra, and you could have Elder influencing like in a circle around there, basically. Like basically you could have Elder go through here and then have your influence come out like that, fill up this area or fill up this area to the edge so you protect it. And that would probably be pretty OP. You're still going for your T10 orb next? Oh, whoops. I'm sure you could set one up without having that, but that is an option if you end up getting your Uber Elder done. Or rather, unlock. Not much time to play over the last 2 weeks? Okay, fair enough. Dark Forest farming seems really fun though. I might steal that from you later on in the league. Hey Evil Eyes, what's up, man? I saw that 20 quantity Great Wolf Talisman posted on Reddit with 4 additional Pierce, and I was just like mind blown. I realized that I want that amulet. You love Dark Forest, one of your favorite maps? Yeah, it's nice. Those Marblade cards are so awesome. I really like Rolling Range, yes I do, but this particular character isn't because I want to make another bow guy, it's just because people wanted like a video detailing how to level something like this, so figured I'd do that. Oh wow, this is a big dead end. Feels bad. Do you really need any certainty or map shape or a certain map completion to set up a ring? Nope. You can set up a ring as long as you meet the conditions in my video. That reminds me, I should probably put the video in my title. I looked so tired. Yeah, I was kind of tired. I'd been up for a very long time. How's it going? Pretty good, Ramir. What about you? But yeah, as long as you have the 29 map setup, with the gap between Elder and Guardian, you can set up an Elder ring. And you can do the blob setup as well. You're leveling a Baron build? Oh, nice. How's that going, Crow? I've been wanting to try out Baron SRS leveling, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Making my wander, going good so far, getting Uber boosted, nice. Hopefully it works out for you, Ramir. Did I dig that hole? Yeah, I did, Nath. Don't worry, your boys have been paid their dues. You get the right eyes of the Great Wolf. Mod, you could make a character which is almost immortal against Uber Elder. Oh, really? Like with double Fizz converted to Ellie or something, Shinra? Once you equip Baron, your zombies are basically unkillable and do a fuckload of damage. Interesting. Can't farm Volcano? Okay, nice. Yeah, I thought about Volcano. It does seem like a good map to do MFing in, for sure. You can set it up so you have unlimited tier 5 Volcano, or tier 4 Volcano sustain easily. Cold to fire is the most important. Okay. I didn't play during Talisman Leech, so I'm not really aware of all of the things you can take advantage of with Marblades and stuff. That packet lost rip. That's why I don't like the logger macro. Yeah, exactly, Evil Eyes. I pointed it out on stream before, but that is genuinely exactly why I don't like using my logger macro, and I try to avoid it as much as I can. Good afternoon, Grumpy LG. How are you doing today, dude? Zero inspired your build. Xeno inspired your build. Baron BLS Sunder. Oh my god, dude. That sounds like an interesting build to say the least. That sounds like a Xeno build, I'll put it that way. But quite interesting. Hopefully it's pretty strong. You can reach 100% fire resist and bypass cold pen from Shaper Balls. Oh, cool. That's really strong. Orbit fusing. Decided to farm Doctors in this late? Nice. Yeah, I tried it for a bit. Not really specifically farming Doctors or anything, but farming Burials. It's a really good map now. The new layout change to Burials made it amazing to run. It feels great the whole time. That's Xeno copy pasta with render for instead of EK Nova. Okay. I do want to try out a bow character at some point. We might make this character into like a bow character eventually, because I'm interested to see how the Deadeye Chain stuff feels with Rigwald's Quills. I feel like it must be pretty good. It's all about bypassing the 25% gold pen. Yeah, that makes sense. You love this pasta? Yeah, that's good. That's good pasta. Xeno cringed internally as he right-clicked. He had just equipped his endgame weapon before the dunes he was currently running. He spent 5 minutes reiterating his build perfectly in only one take. 40,000 armor, 12 frenzy charges, 2.6k tooltip. But as soon as he released his mouse button 2, he knew what he had done, what had to be done. He held down mouse 2 for the next 10 seconds, waiting for the first white pack to die. As it died, he yelled, "Holy fuck! This build is tanky as fuck! I took 0 damage, dude!" What do you think about that, guys? I'm sorry for your eardrums. Clipping right fucking now. Great job. There's no dude. Yeah, I took a little bit of creative liberty there. I thought the dude is more. It made it a little bit more Marty inspired, you know. Give it that little Marty spin. Your thoughts on Wind Ripper, Speedy Gonzalez versus EK Nova? You feel like EK Nova is just as fast, but you have to spam your movement skill. So much for that to be the case. The Wind Ripper build just feels so much smoother, and of course has more quant. Yeah, definitely, I agree with you. That's a huge part of why I like bow builds over stuff like EK Nova. It just feels better to play. The fact that you're just, you know, walking rather than having to spam your movement skill bind. Xeno's good shit, you know, he's different, but he used to do so much in the community years ago. You remember that fucker ordered GG all devs pizza party? That was hilarious. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I like Xeno. I host him a lot. He's a great streamer. He makes some well, what I like about Xeno is he tries to do different things. You know, he doesn't just immediately blindly follow the meta, and he doesn't care that, you know, he may not be doing things the most efficient manner or anything. So I think it's pretty fun for me to watch. I do the particular Baron BLS build that you're talking about. I actually saw when he was creating that, and I was very interested about it. You missed PT and old Xeno streams. PT was chill to watch. I never got to catch PT because I was I started playing in Breach League, so PT was already gone or going. Wait, did I take a wrong turn here? It looks like I did. Yeah, I see where it is. Tell you how it works for you. Works out for you. Keep me and Xeno up to hit. Alright, thanks, man. I need to go grab some items at level 24. PD is slow to watch. I mean, not everyone likes watching the clear speed meta. I mean, I pretty much exclusively play clear speed meta builds generally. But there are definitely a lot of people who like to just watch something that's kind of creative and a little bit, you know, not the fastest build, but as long as it works, you know. Might as well just grab everything, I guess, huh? Let's throw this back in here, delete this, delete that, keep that, grab that. Grab this. Grab these. Alright, that's good enough. Full inventory? Yeah, whatever. Sometimes you want to watch a mom wander? Totally, dude. You're running aspect of the avian, the chest to buff your zombies? Oh, interesting. Aspect of the avian? Oh, right, that does buff your zombies, huh? I remember reading that it also increases minion speed and minion damage. Interesting. Is MF Wander for low tier maps expensive to put together? No, it is not, in my opinion. I started my MF Wander with a 200C budget, but you could have easily started with like just a Tabula, basically, or a Tabula and a Piscators. You could even start it with literally no budget. You could just make your way to Blood Aqueduct, however you do it. Once you're in Blood Aqueduct, just farm yourself a full Tabula set, and while you do that, farm up your 10C for your Piscators, and then Piscators and Tabula, you rock that around, and that'll easily carry you through tier 1 to 3 maps while you gear up your MF items, and you slowly add on better tools, and you get your 6-link Queen of the Forest going, stuff like that. You can just get all that done in low tier maps with a Tabula and Piscators. And you can even use like damage rings early on. You can probably buy some flat lightning rings for what, like 5C or something. And that'll help you out when you don't have good jewels. Oh, whoops, forgot to grab the thingy-majigger. I think you're gonna do Pathfinder RF for Dark Forest then? Rigwell being scary for Wander above characters and seem good. Yeah. I think Rigwell is less scary for them if you run Shroud of the Lightless, but if you're running Shroud of the Lightless, you're not Queen of the Forest, so you might as well be shield charging if you want to MF. If only you knew how god-awful slow PT was his builds. They were strong and good play, but he played at snail's pace. Yeah, I mean, I watched some VODs. It seemed like he really liked explaining things as he went, which is cool. Not necessarily my thing, but like, yeah. There's a particular rip I'm thinking of when I say that, which is his rip to the boxes where he dies to his own desecrate after explaining how it's a detonate dead box, so he needs to be very careful. That one was really funny. The question is monster girls or no? I don't know enough about zombies to comment anything like that. If you would highlight the tips in this video, it would be awesome. I have no idea how to do that, DD Gardem. I mean, it's not really, I'm not doing that many tips, just, it's kind of just to show the items and the style, or the pathing that I take and stuff like that. Just a loose overview. You like that you went to his own speed and sticking to it? Yeah. Oh, this is awkward. Help. Fuck it, we're getting rid of these gloves. I just realized I'm gonna run out. Actually, we can make it work. Perfect. We needed inventory space. You liked his Hillock death? I haven't seen that one. What you enjoyed about him was he was 100% honest and didn't sugarcoat anything, even though he disagreed with a lot of what he said. Yeah, I like to think I'm pretty much the same way. He got a doctor's card because of his lessons. What caused that, Riku? Hillock death, think about that. He died on Hillock, yeah. I've died to Hillock during a Blampt race. Your question is what, Icro? Oh, my lessons. Okay, okay, yeah. I'm glad that got you doctor, dude. That's awesome. God damn it. I've been choosing the wrong path a lot of times today. Why am I re-rolling? Shut up, Dave. Oh yeah, we should be good on int all the way to Blood Aqueducts now. Don't need those. Now let's go turn in the bus so we can deposit some stuff and clear up some inventory space real quick. Art of the Gladiator probably would have been a better point to spend there, but it just doesn't matter enough for me to care. Well, I'm going to swap out for a bow after Stormcloud. I have it in my inventory. I'm going to use the Tempest Smurf. So yeah, Hunted Traders sent 2 times yesterday. Both times got an Exalted drop. Damn, dude, nice. Yeah, Hunted Traders is insane for returns. It's probably the best sexton in the game, I would think. I'm still like blown away that we got a like toast today off of Brutus, like when I'm recording a video. That's so funny. Level 28, I get to put on weights to destructions and upgrade my jewels to life jewels, so at that point we'll probably go do our normal lab. Hey Avenax, what's up, dude? Shinra, if you're still here, are you planning on going like full MF with your Pathfinder RF, like including Bistos and whatnot, or are you just gonna kind of like somewhat RF it with like Divination Distillate and like Ventors? Hey Jared. Join Hyro Blade Flurry. Is there a gem that's interchangeable for mapping? Hyro Blade Flurry, NGWO? Hierophant Blade Flurry. Ow. Okay, we're gonna have to kill this guy. He's trying to bully us. We're gonna have to bully him back. I assume you mean like, well, I mean you could swap like increased AoE and Contrafact. Oh, a gem to swap between maps? I mean, you swap into AoE Conk, but that's it, as far as I'm aware, NGO. Oh, you meant like a different attack to use. Yeah, Reeve is fine, or realistically, Blade Flurry's fine. Like, Dan and I both used Blade Flurry the whole time on our Inquisitor Blade Flurries, or Inquisitor Hoa guys. Yeah, I mean you can just use Blade Flurry and get yourself Shaper Mace offhand with the modifier enemies explode for 5% of their health life as fire damage on kill. That modifier is insanely powerful for that build and for Blade Flurry in general, and any melee clearing build. It'll pop every mob in the pack as soon as you kill any of them, and like you're gonna notice a huge increase in clear. Plus, more importantly, it saves you from porcupines. That was a pro tip from Dan. I'm gonna try and beast trap the Headhunter. I have been Messville this entire league. I've been doing every unique belt craft I can, but I'm not gonna specifically farm for it or anything. Alright, so I'm going to do my lab now at level 28. But if you're not confident in your ability to do labs or whatever at low levels, you can totally wait until level 34 when you can equip, or 32 when you can equip Tempest, or at whatever point you feel comfortable doing your lab. There's no rush to do it. I just like getting it done as early as possible. And I'm going to spec Point Blank now to just give me a bit more deeps on Mazzaro. Holy deeps, yeah, you like that on level 8? Hashtag fuck porcupines, yeah, porcupines are terrible. Hey Cepolinos, how you doing today, dude? This new port keyword's fucking weird. You're used to having to space enter key and it's like 2 spaces up. A 2-space enter key? I'm confused by what you mean. Oh, like you have a single... Like your enter key is the same size as your, like your K or your G or whatever, right? I'm just doing a YouTube video snore test, sort of showing how I level up my bow characters, bow/wands. Gargoyles. I guess I won't hard mode these because if I died it would be awkward in the video. Even though normally I would hard mode this. Did I sell Chrome's Heart? Yes I did, Neon. It sold very quickly actually. Didn't I do that the other day? What do you mean? A video about leveling this? No, I did not. I didn't record it. This time I'm recording. What is that, Icro? Yeah, Midor went through that struggle last league. That's what your enter key looks like? Oops, why did I portal there? Alright, what do we got? Portals? That's a hard mode. He should be pushed. Yeah. Besides enemies killed or explode? Nope, that's all you need, NGO. That'll just make your clear significantly better. And if you can't handle, or if you like still don't enjoy it after that, you can also go Spectral Throw. It is an option. I didn't try it myself, but some people are doing it. So you get the ring for Permanent Elder on Burial. You got Elder to sit and his Guardians on Underground Sea, Ramparts Geode, and Channel. Which one should you kill to start your ring? I can help you with that later, Kappa Mikey. I don't really want to take the time to look at my Atlas right now and figure it out while I'm trying to record this video. But after I'm done, then I can check out those maps and try and make sense of it. But I mean, you want a gap of 2 maps between your Elder and your Guardian if possible. I can't really visualize that in my head, but yeah, and you don't want Elder or the Guardian to be on the map that you actually want to run. Alright, so I'm going to take Far Shot as my first Ascendancy. You could also take Gathering Winds, or you could take Powerful Precision. All three of them are great options for your first Ascendancy. But I personally just like Far Shot because it makes Point Blank feel really good while leveling. What do I take as Pathfinder? You just go towards the Infinite Flask nodes immediately if you want to level as Pathfinder. Like, your first 4 points as Pathfinder are going to be on the immunity, elemental immunity. Raider is worse than Deadeye. They're both good, DD Garden, but for different reasons. If I was playing a bow character, though, I would not go Raider. I don't think Raider is particularly great for bow character, or for wand characters. Or bow characters for that matter, but that doesn't mean it's not a valid option. You should play the Ascendancy that you want to play. I mean, shit, I hit 100 on a Slayer Wander last league. You think a bunch of people were thinking Slayer Wander is the best build? I didn't even think it was the best build, I just thought it would be fun and it kind of suits my playstyle. So if you want to play a Raider Wander or Raider Bow character, then go to it. I didn't die, Jerd. Oh, we can put on a Thief's Torment now. So I can maybe activate Wrath. We'll see. We're at 40. That's a ways away. At least I hope that's a ways away. That's because you found almost identical bow builds with 2 Ascendancies, can't figure out which is better. Both of them are going to be fine options, DD Dardam. Sure, Ascendancies are great, like a big deal if you're min-maxing, but if you're just generally playing the game, it's better to play an Ascendancy that you find fun than the Ascendancy that's the best, you know, because the best is whatever is going to make you play the game the most. If you're going to play the game more as a Raider than you would as a Deadeye, then Raider's going to be better for Deadeye. Better than Deadeye, rather. If you'll play more as a Deadeye than a Raider, then Deadeye will be better than Raider, etc., etc. People play stupid builds in this game all the time that, you know, are better off as other Ascendancies, but they enjoy them because that's just what they want to play. You enjoy playing the best. Well, objectively speaking, there isn't a best because they feel it, or they excel at different areas. Yeah, exactly. This game is so diverse, like you can basically do whatever you want in this game, and it's always going to be at least decent. That's something I love about it. Has to be a PoE? Yeah, exactly. Path of Exile is completely and utterly a sandbox game. Like, you can farm any map you want, you can do any method of money making you want, you can play any build you want, you can mix weird, useless things into builds that don't actually really do anything, but they're just make it a little bit more fun for you. And it's all viable, it's all possible. You can play a build that clears maps at a snail pace, but one-shots like Shaper and Elder and stuff, and that's a perfectly valid way to play. Herbalism. We're beefy now. You're loving a Bojack as we're speaking with the final version of the tree to meme it up. You get like 9.5k HP. Damn, that's huge. That's a beefy bow character. Are you taking extra endurance charges or just the default 3? Will Leap Slam or Whirling Blades work with cast when damage taken? No, they don't, Anra. Because they're attacks, they're not casts. I actually had the same thought in the first in Breach League when I started playing. I was like, man, cast when damage taken, shield charge would be fun, but unfortunately, they're attacks, not casts, so they don't work. Use Stormcloud at T15 maps, etc. Did hella well, love the bow. I assume you mean Tempest, but yeah, Tempest is really good, Python. Think about Thick Jar, Doomfledge, Prism with Abyssus. That sounds really good, actually, Divine. That could be really cool. I don't know, the tree would be probably pretty awkward to set up, but I bet that build would be fun to play. You could probably get some pretty nasty boss DPS with it, too. I know Havoc was looking into Chinsol Jug for bossing at the start of the league, but I don't think he ended up ever trying it. But the numbers he was getting were looking pretty good. Abyssus though, maybe? Yeah. Abyssus has a lot of damage. Stormcloud? Oh, hey, I forgot to switch to Tempest, I just realized. Oh, Alt Art Stormcloud? I see. Let me go grab Tempest. I actually thought I had equipped it, but I actually equipped Stormcloud instead. And I stashed the Tempest. There we go. It's Ellie Bowman, not Fizz, okay. He did a Jug Abyssus with Facebreaker Ancestral Warchief Totems. How'd that work out, Icro? People used to do that a lot with Berserker and Chieftain. Alright, now we bring the Deeps, now that we got the Tempest on. Okay. How's your damage looking, Midor? What kind of barrage DPS are you getting up to? 2 Arcanist boxes already? Interesting. No leech, yeah. It's always a problem for totem builds. 1.5 mil shaper with everything up, nice. I'm Stubbs, thanks for the follow, dude, appreciate that. 1.5 mil is not bad. Barrage Deeps on Shaper. That's actually quite high. My thoughts on the Raider's Tail in Ascendancy? It's really good. $100k per arrow with Stormcloud, nice. It would have been way higher than with Tempest. Switch to Chieftain, very smooth. Okay. Yeah, I think Chieftain's really powerful right now. Marauder actually has like really crazy ascendancies. I think even Berserker is viable in situations. Although it's funny that Berserker is like probably the least popular Marauder ascendancy now after ages of it being the like ultimate with Volpact in the game. So I'm going back right now because I'm level 33. So the first two zones, Duresso and Combs Dreams, they're level 37, whereas the secondary zones are 38. So if you get under leveled a little bit like I am right now, it's really good to just switch zones real quick, go hit up the other level 37 zone and just get yourself XP'd up before you head into the boss zones. And that's like universally useful, not just when you're leveling bow characters or whatever. Well, it's still one of the highest damage ascendancies, Midor, but yeah, it's not as good as it used to be. Oh, I think this is a dead end. Like, I'm pretty sure these connect right here. Oh shit, what's my Wrath cost up to? 77? How much int is this? 18. That's awkward. We're gonna need more int. Where am I gonna get more int? Nah, whatever. I have a plan. And it means we're just not gonna use Drill Neck. Not right away, at least. Actually, you know what I could have checked is Hiri's Demise, the upgrade version of this quiver. I wonder how much that thing costs. Hey Zerus, what's up, man? Now that I think about it, I kind of want to try leveling with that quiver at some point. It'll be cool to see new leveling videos for new leads as well. You see a lot of people struggling to level bow characters without unique, so tabulate. Well, bow characters just aren't good at new league snap outs. It has nothing to do with like people just not knowing what they're doing. It's just not a good build at the start of a league. Realistically, the only way to do bow builds like fast at the start of a league is if you have a group that's going to carry you. If you do have a group that can carry you to Blood Aqueducts, then you're going to be perfectly fine. And you'll be really strong, but yeah, it is a matter of having a group that can do everything for you, basically. This league I played Spectral Shield Throw until I went Wander, because it was slightly better for the early story and stuff. Although if I were to redo the league, I probably would do bows. But I mean, mostly I was getting carried by my support player who was playing Flame Blast Totems to level. Stir cheap, it's straight for leveling. Is it really cheap, Litchi? How cheap are we talking? Should I be looking into buying one? Leveling without Twin Gear is a nightmare? Yeah. Do you get Chinese pizza or Indian? I went with pizza, but if I could have had any tonight, I probably would have gone with Chinese, personally. 2H0 for 4C, 5C now. Oh yeah, that is really cheap. That's definitely worth it. Are you sure the second Elder Ring? No, I actually added a note about that in my video date now. If you refresh the video in the description, I commented about that. Snapow, thank you for the follow, appreciate that, dude. But like I said in the video, this is just to the best of my knowledge. It's a largely untested thing, the burial chain or the Elder Ring stuff, and there's very limited knowledge out there right now about it. So, you know, I'm only able to go off of what I know and what people have told me. And up until that was what I had been told. And the guy says he does run his burials, so at the very least you can get Shaper Elder rotation on it with that ring. Oh, actually I forgot to grab Tazuni's skill point. That's so much damage for leveling, and if you have money to spend, you can get Ascendancy for all the stat woes and leveling and more damage. Yeah. I'll try leveling with that at some point, Litchi. Leveling video with leveling gear. I mean, I don't know. Personally, I feel like leveling videos with no gear are not that relevant. Like, for me at least, when I was new to the game, I didn't want to level without gear. Like, I wanted to level with full setups, and most of the leveling videos out there were like people going with no gear. I was like, well, yeah, I guess you could do that, but I'm like gonna struggle if I try and level without gear. So I feel like there's not really a medium out there. There's not a whole lot of videos out there for people to have full leveling gear and see what they should do or can do. I need another blue socket. Rip. Auto-chrome that when I get to town. You're trying to figure out yourself? Okay. Have you ever tried Caustic Arrow? You want to make one, but need someone to explain to you if it's good and viable in that league. I haven't played it myself. There's a viewer in my chat sometimes who used to stream. His name's Haste Guy. He played Caustic Arrow last league, and his build looked really, really good, G4. So if you really want to play Caustic Arrow, you could follow his setup. I don't know if he still has the character on public. He ended up dying at, I think, like level 98 or something, but Caustic Arrow is definitely viable, and it definitely works. Pretty sure Permanent Elder is impossible in burials. It's not impossible. I uploaded a picture, or I put a picture in the description of my video that shows an option for having Permanent Elder on burial. It would be like my setup though, where you have one rotating map. The option actually, I don't know if it's how easy it'll be to set up, but if you can get the Guardians in the right spot, it would work. The name of my friend? Haste Guy, G4. His profile is public on PoE. I don't know if he's deleted it or not, though. Well, there you go. Saga also, I just linked someone who has Caustic Arrow characters. Think you can get permanent Elder on Volcano? You should be able to, NGO. I haven't looked into how you would go about doing it, but it should be possible. Where did I put my barrage? Okay, that can stay there. There we go. Soft core, but like 9k ES? 9k ES is really, really good. Is he doing it as a cultist, Saga, or a trickster? I think added lightning is better to run than, say, Ice Bite. For leveling, absolutely. I will be putting Ice Bite in once I grab Pierce nodes, but the reasoning behind added lightning and why it's so important is that you're using the bow the Tempest, and the Tempest gives you 100% increased lightning damage. So added lightning is a huge damage multiplier for you. Give recommendations on leveling a support in new leagues and races. You think totems are the way to go? I'm not really sure. In my opinion, if you want to level support, you should level with people. But Flame Blast totems is good. My friend did that, that I lead started with. He went Flame Blast totems and I went Spectral Shield Throw, and then we respect him towards the end of our Blood Aqueduct farm. Take a look at your bow POB jog. Yeah, sure, Midor. Nearly 90.5, getting there. Nice, Python. That's really good, dude. Alright, let's go back to town real quick and chrome this helmet since I messed up my blue count. And throw on Drill Neck. Hopefully we can get a blue. There we go. Add lightning plus innervate. I don't know about innervate. It'd probably be fine, but I'm not so sure. Them alch profits. I think the biggest profit we made so far on this character is the fact that I got a Tempest Binding drop. That's crazy. When it's up, sure. I'm being really bad about dodging the stuff in this fight right now. He doesn't want to spawn ads for me either. I don't have a Tempest Binding. Oh, Snapao, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, dude. I appreciate that a lot. I'm just not much of a POV guy, Midor, that's the main thing. Like, I'll look at it a little bit, but I'm not really, like... I never do very much POVing. Even when I'm coming up with a build, I'll just, like, briefly look at the numbers to see if they look okay. Main thing I'd use POB for is just to like check which support is better damage, or like by how much a certain support is better. Have your prime sub, have a good time leveling. Thank you, Snippow, I appreciate that, man. MTC underscore dying MP3, yeah. Let me grab some stuff out of my stash real quick. Throw in our, don't have the strength board, I lied. We're not gonna put it in yet, but we will soon. Grab these. And that should be all of the leveling stuff we're gonna use. You meticulously craft your builds, damn. What's the story behind the $10 emote? Well, the moderator you see in chat, Snesley, that's his emote. It's me, Door. And I don't know, I just thought it was a hilarious emote, so I asked him if I could have it, and he said it would be fine. For hours, and if you die, you write a Reddit post. I just died and I'm devastated. Me door. You have a new emote. Me door kooky. Is that cooter? If I die, I lose 10% XP. If I die, I cry and I re-roll. That's usually my process. I think I'm going to a dead end, but I'm not sure. Maybe not. Oh nice, it wasn't a dead end. Dreams do come true. How does Mirador have emotes with 1.5k views? Well, you only need affiliate to get one emote, so that's pretty reasonable. No, you don't. We're 61% all res right now. That's alright. I'm not going to, so like my typical pathing when I level up a bow character is I would take more jewel sockets, but I'm not going to do that on this character because I think a lot of people when they're leveling these guys, they're not going to have a bunch of good jewels. So I figure I'll just go for a more generic tree that you could do, you know, regardless of whether you have a bunch of abyss jewels or not. And this way it should be more useful for you guys. Deals more damage than your endgame SST build. I hope not. My SST character was like starting to feel good when I respec'd it, but I was like, it's all a bait, because if I go to like red maps right now, I'm not gonna kill anything. 100. What's up, Kuker? Wow. I just two-shot that guy. Seems good. This is our last cannon, 1.3k HP. I actually think 1.3k is pretty high for this point in progression. Like, if you're sundering right now, you're probably gonna be like roughly 1.1k life. At least I would be. We'll get some more life pretty soon, though. Also, Thief's Torment is like kind of deceptive taintiness, because it doesn't increase your life, but it massively increases your survivability, because if I were to go walk into a pack right now with, you know, I don't know, 20 mobs in it, and I shoot one lightning arrow, it's gonna heal me for like 700 life or something like that instantly. 1.1k, the fuck, you're nuts, dude. Let's just, it's under leveling, dude. Thief's is super tanky. Yeah, it's crazy. Definitely one of the more underrated leveling items out there. Alright, we'll pick up the life here first. How do I sustain HP as a level 80, 48 RF witch? I'm not sure if that's a troll question or not, Messville, because I don't play that build, dude. I have never played that build in my life. And when I watched Isla do it, he did not sustain life. He only had ES when he had Vault Discipline up. I aim to have like 1.4, 1.5k life for Chitava. That's about where I start to feel pretty safe. But of course, you know, it's 1.4, 1.5k life while having the damage to not have to worry about how the fight goes. So right now, this is something I recommend that everyone does when you're leveling a new character. Just grind to level 42 before you do Innocence. Like, it's super easy. This is the best grinding zone. And it's going to go really fast, and it'll make your Innocence fight really easy because you'll have a Hollowed Life Flask. And also, you want to roll an instant Hollowed Life Flask for Innocence as well. But like the amount of time investment to get level 42 here versus if you die here because you know, were greedy and you tanked Innocence Beam, it's just gonna save you so much hassle. In fact, if you want to grind out to level 45 here, or even 46, that's totally fine, and that'll make Chitava a lot smoother as well. Oh, whoops, I keep pressing E because that's my bind for my portal on my Wander. Robert, thank you for the 4-month resub, dude. I really appreciate that. Hope you're doing well, man. I miss you guys. Alright, so we're 1500 life. Just gonna grind out some Chamber of Innocence, get ourselves 2 more levels, and then we'll go fight Innocence. I might reset the instance when I hit 42 and do one last run, just to get my XP into a better situation. But I mean, you can pretty comfortably be under-leveled when you get to this zone and just farm it for, you know, 30 minutes to an hour even if you want to. Didn't spook you this time? Nice. Muted, we smart. That's crazy. That puts me at 80 subscribers, 105 sub points. That is like absolutely insane, guys. The amount of support you guys have been giving me is crazy. I don't even have words for you guys. Just unbelievable. It means a lot, everyone. MC's dying, MP3. I love that sub alert. Why do I respec point blank on my wander? What do you mean respec? Like, why don't I have it on my wander right now? Is that what you're asking me? Didn't sub, didn't donate, watching on neighbor's Wi-Fi. Hey, nothing wrong with that, dude. If you're hanging out, you're watching, you're chatting, you're a great supporter in my mind. I even think the lurkers are really great. I mean, like, streams wouldn't work without people like the lurkers that just, you know, they don't ever talk, they don't ever sub, they don't ever donate, but they just sit there and watch and enjoy your content. You know, that's great. Just knowing that someone wants to watch me. You need to make it to 20k average viewers. Maybe 50 years from now. God damn, I need to take these off my bindings, or I'm gonna keep deactivating them. Mr. Firo, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that, man. You become famous if I do? Why is that, Snortest? Just watched your vid about the ring, so any map that... So just run any map to make a ring, then mold it to what you want? Yeah, basically. You can make a ring with pretty much any map in the game. It's just a matter of figuring out how you need to path your ring. You like to watch Brain Slug? You lurk every stream you watch regularly? Nice detonation. You with that ad blocker are the true MVPs of Twitch? Well, I don't even get ad revenue anyway, so whatever. I don't really, even when I get partnered, I don't care at all if people run ad block on my stream, because I'm gonna run ad block on every stream I watch. Like, I don't know, ads are so annoying, especially because ads are not always consistent volume with the stream. And nothing pisses me off more than when I've got a stream turned down nice and quiet, you know, I'm laying in bed, kind of relaxed and close to falling asleep, and all of a sudden some ad comes on, and it just like, it's blasting through my phone, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck's going on? That is like the worst. Currently level 91 with Cyclone Bill, you just transitioned into Blood Magic Full Fizz from our tankiness, your DPS is high enough for general mapping anyway, nice. I don't like Blood Magic myself, but it is an option. Just to start the run, can I restart? You're gonna have to watch it on YouTube then, Justos, or go back to the Twitch pod. It's not easy to play and watch, so you lurking and play. I feel that. What do I have to do to get partnered? I just need Twitch to approve me. Most of the time the ads are jarring as hell, they come out of nowhere and are way louder. Yeah, and they're like, it's always the same ad, and it's like, I've already watched this ad 30 times, but thank you. Alright, we'll do one last reset, and then we'll go take out Innocence. Ziz was complaining about the ad volumes last night too. Dude, they're annoying as hell. I don't know why they have them like that loud. Alright, there we go. It'd be faster if I keep my double Quicksilver. Maybe I will, for now. We don't really need anti-bleed just yet. Let's throw GMP in instead of LMP. Got a 1v1 on Twitch IRL on Rust. Spent 2 days trying to fix your range, so worth it. Permanent armory waste pulls T16. Damn, Trasho, yeah, that's the dream. This is slow. Can I restart? No, I'm not restarting. Couldn't do. I'm not trying to go fast. At least I didn't die to piety. Feels good, man. Got a Hearthstone ad all the time now. I did that too. You don't get American advertising, it's just the same thing over and over. It makes you not want to see that movie or buy the product at all. I completely agree, Snesley. Innocence, yeah, that's why we're grinding. What do you do with your prize money? It's awful when someone says to you, Lincoln, hey look, what is going on? You join the stream and miss all the things happening there because of the ads you have to watch? Oh yeah, I totally agree. That's why, like I say, like always run ad block on my stream, guys. It's not a problem at all. Trying to get in your brain with the stuff. Yeah, it's like the concept of like if they show you it enough, eventually it's gonna stick. Oh shit, I need to restart my monitor. I'll do it when I get to Innocence. 30 minutes till you can pick out the dream. Just some grease and sugar. Or just sub. It's an option as well. Alright, let me turn my monitor on and off real quick so it fixes. Circumvent the ad revenue and pay $25 for Marty Champ. Worth it, Snortest. That's a great amount. Circumcise the ad? Monka ass, dude. Don't be doing that, Nate. You can write ad block, but somehow you don't get ads on my stream watching on phone? That's weird, Mind Rush. But that's not, probably a good thing. I wouldn't really want too many ads on my stream anyways. I'd rather have more viewers and less ads than more ads and less viewers, you know? You're pushed, asshole. Stop shooting your beam. Difficult fight, guys. Yeah, I get you, Mind Rush. You love him with like 20 res? Hell yeah. Alright, now we'll go grab the Pierce nodes and then we can put on Ice Bite instead of Pierce. Actually, I might grab the Life before I grab the Pierce nodes, potentially. I don't think I've seen that DD Gardem. Unless it was an old one and I just forgot about it. But I haven't watched South Park in years. Or at least I haven't watched new episodes in years. I used to watch all the new episodes, but there's been so many shows I want to watch and I just don't really have time to watch everything. Is this guy gonna be the RF MF Wander? Maybe actually, Jared. Maybe we can make this guy that later on. The RF Divination Distillate Wander. Have you ever watched Archer? I've seen like 2 episodes, Nate, but like I said, I just have so many shows, I like stockpile them all. I can't, like, I just straight up run out of time to watch them all. Am I playing Path of Exile for the storyline? Sorry for bad England? Yes, I am. Michael play games. Lena! What are you referring to there, Nate? Danger zone. Oh, Archer, okay. Yeah, you guys gotta spell references out for me. I'm not the best with them. Another Arcanist, that's the third one already. I will say I am kind of excited to be done with the video so that I can put on my own music instead of these no copyright sounds. I'm not really feeling this too much. Play some Monster Cat. Alright, so we are at 1644 life heading into Kitava. I'd say that's a pretty safe number. Especially when you factor for like how much damage we actually have. Like, we're gonna burst Kitava. It's not gonna be a problem at all. And if you guys were to grind to like level 46 in Chamber of Innocence, you'd have the next big life node as well, so you'd be even tankier. So it should be a pretty safe Act 5 Kitava, which I know a lot of people are afraid of Act 5 Kitava. And of course you could also optimize your gear a little better by having like a really nice strength int amulet right now. So if you had a really big strength int amulet, I could be cast when damage taken Immortal Call, and I could drop at least one of the points into int for another life node, or for a little bit more damage on the path to the Pierce nodes, so Yeah, you should definitely make this easier on yourself as well. No MTX, no subscriberino. I should put some MTXs on. What do we got? Let's throw on. Actually, let's do the book. Let's throw on the scholar body. No, actually, we're gonna go seeker. I just prefer to blink arrow out of that. I think it's the safest way to do it. We'll fix up the rest of the MTXs after the fight. Actually, we got a little bit of time here. Running out of that can get you into a sticky situation, so I'd rather just blink arrow out. Let's throw on some Harbinger Eyes. Let's do Seeker Helmet. How are we looking? Pretty good. Let's go Celestial Weapon Effect. There we go, now we're looking like a badass. Although I don't know about the book actually, I feel like it's kind of questionable, debatable. Monster Cast copyright free, I think so, yeah. What's the best place to get Mastercraft with no scam? Message Dawdle or Actor or Hexing Curse, who's actually online. This guy on my friends list, Hexing generic totem build. He also does Mastercraft services. Seeker Scholar OPOP, yeah, I like it. Oh, whoops, we gotta put some gear on, or switch our thingy rather. Here, Collie dropped you at 300 HP, monk ass, dude. No damage. Red Beast. I do pretty much all of my Mastercrafts with Dawdle, and Actor, and Hexing Curse. They all do Masters 8 really early. Although I also usually do get Masters 8 myself, I didn't this league. I probably will before the league ends though. Do you think it's worth to put Zona Bloodlines on Shaped Armories? Probably not. I wouldn't do it, but I mean if you need to sustain it, it's an option. Personally, I'd rather be on than put Bloodlines. This arm's alright though. Yeah, I'm feeling this song. Have this song in the playlist, you think so? Yeah, we could add this. Thieves Torment is 12C, yeah. Thieves Torment is, well, wait, I'm surprised it's that much. I guess because of all the streamers doing wand builds now, it's going up. Usually it's like 3 to 5C. Hang on, I gotta add this to the playlist. There we go, the song's been thrown in. Great job on the Elder Ring video. Is it possibly a ring with Phoenix in it, so it's permanent? Yes, it is, Yuta Tree. But in order to do so, you would need to have your Uber Elder unlocked. If you've unlocked your Uber Elder, you can spread Elder Influence through Guardians. But if you don't have Uber Elder unlocked, I'm pretty sure Guardians can only be Shape or Influence. Or no Influence, potentially. You have it unlocked, then yes, you could get a ring with it. The particular ring would have to pass through here and it would circle out somewhere. I can get into stuff like that later. Right now I'm recording this leveling video for YouTube, so I can't really take the time to explain things like that, man, but at some later point. I mean, the thing is, like, you can figure it out yourself. I've given you all the tools in that video. You already know the rules that the ring needs to have, and I've told you how you make it. You pass it through Hydra. So from there, it shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Hey Shazer, and Duo. Why would you would use Hydra to break the ring? No, you would use Hydra. You would have Hydra and Phoenix as a part of your ring. You would pass through them. And then your Guardians could be anywhere along the path of the ring, and your Elder would be anywhere along the path of the ring. But yeah, you would be pathing through Hydra and Phoenix. Or alternatively, you could path it through Phoenix and Minotaur as well, but you would need to path through 2 Guardians. Whoops, I think I went the wrong way here. Hey Fenris. Start your craft from hexing, really nice guy. Waited for you to gather all the currency you needed since you had some shortage. Oh yeah, no worries, dude. He's a really awesome dude. Good friend of mine. I've known him since Harbinger League now. I like him a lot. So you should count the maps between the two and try and get 30 total. Yes, and remember that the blob method is an option. And I'm pretty sure it's the best way to do that particular ring. Carverustu linked me an example on Reddit that actually looked really interesting. You could go through the comments of the thread and find where Carverustu links is. I haven't looked into it too much myself, but that's the one that I've seen and it does look like it would work. So here's another point where you don't have to do this if you're watching the video or watching on stream. Don't feel obligated to do your skill points in Acts 6, 7, and 8 immediately when you get to them. Me, I like to do them, but they are quite overtuned relative to the other content in the Acts. So feel free to get to Blood Aqueduct first and then do the skill points. Or even to grind a bit in the level or the Acts that you're doing and just over level these quests a little bit, then do them. But me, I like to just go right away to the skill points and get them done. You do them when you're in maps? Yeah, it's totally fine to do these later on. For me, I just enjoy doing them as I go. I find it fun to do the kind of challenging fights early on when they're still hard, or hard-ish. Oh shit! I blinked into the wrong place there. That was really awkward. That attack does so much fucking damage. And that's why you usually want to skip these fights early on. Perfect example of why. That was not where I wanted to be blink arrowing to at that point. Obvious auto logo macro there, true. Am I still enjoying these fights? Yeah, totally. That's like exactly why I like them. But at the same time, it's why you probably should skip them. Good example, you know. Totally intentional just for the sake of demonstration, guys. I actually calculated that I would just barely survive there, so that I could give you guys a good example for the video of why you want to save those fights for when you overlevel them. That was a lot more damage than I expected, though. Guide, by the way. Well, it's not really a guide, it's more just like an overview, I guess. Team between Phoenix and Hydra, 23 and Phoenix and Minnow. The one Carve did was Phoenix and Hydra, and it went up to use the blob method in this corner of the map. It looked really good. It was really well thought out by him. Art Noir, thank you for the follow, dude. I appreciate that. Only bosses you skip are Drothgul and Yagul. Fuck those two. Yeah, I don't even skip those two. But yeah, Drothgul and Yagul are pretty tough. I think Drothgul is harder than Yagul in my opinion, but they both are pretty overtuned for the levels you get there. Alright, now I can take Pierce out of here. I'll just put it here for now to level it. And I'll put in Ice Bite. So Ice Bite's going to give us a bunch more damage relative to Pierce because now we have Frenzy Charge generation. In addition to, of course, it adds a little bit of flat. Rampage Stash tab 1000. Yeah, it'd be pretty overpowered if they didn't. Like when you can super juice your map. Drothgul almost killed your latest character. Yeah, Drothgul can be really sketchy. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if I died to Drothgul or Yagul. I'm still gonna do them just for fun. And if I die, maybe we re-record the guide another day. No, I'll probably still upload it either way. This will be fine. You said it almost wasn't fine. Yeah, I've been there. Oh, I like this song too. It's one of my favorite no copyright sound songs. Did I seriously get a Lycoa leveling? Yes, I did, Twisted. It dropped off of Brutus. That was really funny. YouTube RNG? Yeah, YouTube RNG. Content creator prosperity. I always forget that once you see the boss here, it seems like it's almost never the furthest north path. It's always like slightly south. It's because I'm double dipping the RNG tab, true. It's Carverustu. Oh, by the way, guys, this is a really small thing, but I think it's pretty cool. Look at this. I actually have a YouTube URL that's mine now. youtube.com/c/Martypoe. It's not like that string of numbers and letters anymore. You only need 100 YouTube subs to get that, but I still think it's pretty cool. Flap, nice. Thanks, guys. You need 100 subs? Yeah. Did that a long time ago, now like 30. I don't know, it says you need 100 subs. I think like the super olden days, like I remember when I first made that YouTube account, like back in 2006 or 2007 or whenever it was, everyone had a default YouTube URL, but I think when Google bought them out, that's when it changed, as far as I'm aware. Yeah. When they linked it with G accounts, you could do that? Oh, I don't know. Yours was set up ages ago. Don't you have a lot of YouTube subs though, Hobbit? I remember I was looking at your YouTube one time and you had a bunch of YouTube subs. Or you had a bunch of views at least on your Grim Dawn YouTube videos. You know, I started making content a couple months ago. The only videos you have are about Grim Dawn. Yeah, that's what I thought. I remember seeing a bunch of Grim Dawn stuff in there. Grim Dawn was pretty cool, but I couldn't really play it multiple times. I got a little bit bored of it after my first playthrough. For sure. That's kind of how Path of Exile feels, like relative to like World of Warcraft or League of Legends or Fortnite and stuff like that. Path of Exile's got a pretty homey little small pond kind of a community. It's pretty nice. Sick out this video, you really appreciate it. You got your ring in about 30 minutes. That's awesome, Gunjamans. I'm glad, man. Hopefully it's a 2 gap where you can keep it safe. But that's really awesome, man. I'm glad to hear it worked out. You're gonna be setting yours up tomorrow or trying to? Nice. What maps are you aiming to have? It's a 1 gap? That's not too bad. I mean, mine's a 1 gap. I still have it, so it's not that big of a deal as long as you pay attention. We can't all be 2 gap Chads, you know. There's gotta be a couple of us 1 gap virgins out there. Otherwise, all the Chads wouldn't feel so good about their 2 gaps, right? Probably gonna be attempting for Uber Elder first though, because you need the Elder Armor and you're not paying for that shit. Yeah. Oh, I want to get my Uber Elder done just for the Sextant, but also I'm like so happy with my ring that I don't want to have to redo it. It's on Toxic Sewer and Phantaz? Okay. Do you have shaped Phantaz, Dungeons, or do you run them T6? Or are you saying those are where your Guardians are? 8% of your views come from Overwatch clip that you made to the front page of Reddit. What was it about, Chaser? Explain the 20C meme to you? I don't know why, but I don't know. I joined PoE in Breach League, and like whenever anyone ever asked a price check, they just said 20C. Well, I got my orb, but I haven't actually had the Elder kill for my extra Sextant yet, for completing all of his honest quests. Because I just did it to get the tier 16 orb. I didn't want the, or I didn't bother with the Sextant yet because I was, you know, still racing for 100 at that time. You're MFing T5 sewers? Okay, okay. No, I know, I'm not talking about the orb, I'm talking about the Sextant. It's actually kind of awkward because I'm not even close to cold res cap. There we go. Alright, this is a useful tactic on this boss. Anyone who's not aware of this has been in the game since this boss first came out, but it's extremely handy. You just portal out and portal back in, and you can wait out the storm phase, which is the only really dangerous part of this fight. Plus, it'll refresh your flasks when you do it. It's just really handy in general. Good tactic to be aware of, especially if you're not cold res capped. Like, see, I'm 31 all res right now. Lightning damage here is pretty heavy too. It's just a play of the game with Bastion you did that nobody really knew you could rocket jump. Oh, okay. So if you don't kill Uber Elder Felder Orb. Oh, you just have to unlock all 15 Shaper Orbs, Hobbit. Yeah, it's just the frags. It's not too hard to get the tier 16 orb. The hard part is just getting the tier 15 Elder spawns. You don't have to Uber Elder yet? Yeah. Well, that's good. You learned something. It's awesome. Yeah, I didn't know exactly how it would work either but when I found out that it was just the frags, that's when I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this for my, like, attempting to help my 100 strat to be first 100, and it would have worked out if I didn't die, but yeah, originally my friend and I had thought you needed to kill Uber Elder, but as soon as we learned that it was just get the frags, we were like, okay, yeah, we need to do this. And so that was the Marty secret strat that I had been talking about, was Uber Elder, or not Uber Elder, rather, the T16 orb. Although the methodology is still the secret, so to speak. Had a real roller coaster league, yeah. I genuinely think I would have been number 100. Not being cocky or anything, I think I had such a huge advantage over the team that ended up being number 100. Well, Sparrog and the team that ended up being second. Having that Elder Orb, like the tier 16 unlock, plus a Headhunter, yeah, like the Mirror Drop day 2, it was like everything was going in my my favor, and then that stupid caustic box. Yeah. It's so funny though how, like, if I had been the one to click that box, I would have still been alive, and you know, everything would have been so much different. Yeah, oh, I was ecstatic when the mirror dropped. Like, I never in a million years thought I would get a mirror drop. Well, that's a lie. I thought I would get a mirror drop, but I expected it to happen after like 6 more months of grinding the way I do. But I know, like, the amount that I grind, I was eventually going to get a mirror drop. I just figured it would be towards the end of this year or maybe next year. Was Light Poacher nerfed this league? It was changed. I don't really know if it's a nerf or a buff. I don't play Light Poacher builds, but I don't really like it because it makes you vulnerable to Fizz Reflect on elemental builds. Unless you, like, fully convert, but then, like, you kind of lose out on a lot of benefits of Light Poacher anyways. You've been playing since closed beta, still no mirror. Yeah, but it's like, I've only played... I'm not saying that I should have got it yet, but I'm saying, like, I would have eventually gotten it. Because I pretty much only play clear speed meta builds, and I play, like, 12 hours a day average throughout since I started playing this game in Breach League. Doddle is now hosting me with Lone Viewer. Thanks for the Lone Viewer host, Doddle. Has Cute Dog ever had a mirror drop? Since Doddle is here, did you ever craft that Oberring? Yeah, I did the other day, Twisted. Or yesterday. Snatat, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that, dude. Thought you followed ages ago? Yeah, so did I, Snatat. You probably like accidentally unfollowed on your phone or something. I actually do that all the time. I like accidentally, like I'm watching someone on my phone and for whatever reason the follow button is like so easy to press when you're on the phone. So I'm like already followed on a stream, but I just accidentally unfollow it because of that. Well, I didn't really need it right away because I still have to level up those gems to 21. 14 breach stones, nothing good. Do you double down? 10's off, Snow Heart. I never buy breach stones. I feel like I never get lucky on them in average. But I mean, if you like doing them, go for it. 12 plus hours, no mirror. I think I'm close to 6,000 hours or maybe coming up on 7,000 by the end of the month. No, probably 6,000 I think, or close to 6,000. Because I've been playing for like 15 months now, about 12 hours a day. I don't know exactly how many hours that is, but someone can figure it out. This boss is a little bit sketchy. He has a lot of deeps. I mean, everything's like super telegraphed and avoidable, but like if he does hit you, it does hurt. Shouldn't I check my hours on Steam? I don't play on Steam. I play on the standalone client. Otherwise I would. 15 times 12 times 30 equals 5,400. Okay, yeah, so like roughly 5,400 hours then. Do you think running white haunted mansions and sustaining one of the connected T6 maps would help? Oh, and shaping one of the connected T6 maps would help sustain haunted mansions along with moving all T5s and 6s? No, it wouldn't work for haunted someone because haunted mansion has 2 connected tier 6s. And you can only shape one tier 6 into a tier 11. So if you shaped one of them, all it would do is make it so that you always get the other one when you get a tier 6 drop. It would not increase your haunted sustain at all. What's wrong with Snesley? 12 hours a day for the past 50 months? Yeah. On average. I mean, some days I only play 8 hours, but most days I play more than 12 hours. And I've only had a few days where I didn't play at all. You didn't? I've never played on Steam, I don't know. I don't like creating middlemen when I play games. I prefer to just play on the default client or whatever. 1 year equals 2080 hours at 40 hours per week. Yeah, but I'm way over 40 hours per week. I'm not up to that. 40 hours per week casuals? Yeah, I can agree, Snatat. Snatat. Snatata. Snattercate. 80 hours per week equals 4160. Well, I'm probably over 80 hours a week as well. You're 9 challenges done this league? What the fuck, Shazer? Come on, dude. You gotta get off the Fortnite, Shazer. The kind of why you personally do like Steam? You'd rather play through one thing than 20? I pretty much only ever play like one game though, so that's a big part of it. Like I pick a game and I grind that game until there's no reason to grind it anymore. What pushed me to stream? Mostly just watching Zizran stream, and Ziz always talked about the Ziz effect and how like he thinks he's a successful streamer because he streams so much that eventually people watch him, and even if people don't like him initially, they're eventually gonna start to like him just because he's on so much that you know, other streamers just can't be on that much. And even if you like, say, Cute Dog more than Ziz, you're not going to be able to watch Cute Dog 18 hours a day, but you can watch Ziz 18 hours a day. And I was like, well, shit, that's what I do, but I just don't stream it. I play 12 to 18 hours a day, but I just, you know, I do it well, you know, sitting there watching streams. And I was like, well, I might as well try streaming. And then I got an upgrade on my internet, so it was like more realistic for me to try streaming as well. So yeah, it's just a bit of a combination of those, I guess. You have 2100 hours of PoE, still no mirror. 2100's really low. Fortnite puke. You play too many games? Okay. Hey Crispy. At first you might not like my stream, you might not like my voice or my face, but eventually your favorite streamer won't be on, but I will. Yeah, exactly. This is a fact, yep. How much should I pay for it? Do I pay for internet? I pay $130 a month. And this is the best I can get where I live. And it's pretty bad because I drop a lot of frames, but at least it's usable. It's usually over 10k hours to get a mirror, and that's with good RNG. Yeah, but that's that was a number that was given before the meta of things like KB Wanders clearing, you know, hundreds of maps with sextants in hours and stuff like that. Or like before the Vol Fireball meta, you know, things like that that just so drastically increase your items per hour, and stuff like Bistos and yeah, you know, we get way more items these days than you did back then. So unless they've adjusted the rates, then it's surely under 10k hours now. Yeah, but Rise doesn't generally play like clear speed meta builds with MF gear and stuff. I mean, I ran 500 maps in 2 days, playing not even that much over the 2 days, and that's with full MF gear. And now imagine if I did that for a month straight, which is what I did last league. I ran a whole month straight of burial chambers, fully sextanted, full MF gear, double breaches on every single map. You know, like the amount of effective hours of grinding that is compared to someone who plays how you played back in 2005 or whatever. It's like that's equivalent to a few months of playing, if not more, in terms of the amount of items you see. Grab blast real quick. Did I say 2004? I meant 4 years ago. 2014, whatever. I was like thinking about the Drothkal fight and trying to describe it. You guys know what I mean though. 4 years ago or 3 years ago, when those statistics were given. Sorry, I was a bit worried about that fight, so I was thinking about it. You've only played for 200 hours so far? Hey, no worries, man. You'll get there eventually. There was a point where I had only played 200. Out of pods, yeah. It's not a big deal, though. Comes is like 3x, mirror is 100x. What do you mean, Shazer? $74 all res now with my Wizo cup. That's pretty good. Oh, yeah. Actually, it was probably less than 2 weeks because when I first started playing PoE, it was right when Alkaiser's guild broke up in WoW, and I was like instantly hooked. I probably played 18 hours a day for the first 2 weeks of me playing the game. I probably played 18 hours a day for the first month and a half of playing. Like, without breaks, just straight up 18 hours a day. I was loving it. I was so hooked. I'm still so hooked, but yeah. You played consistently since Nemesis, never seen a mirror drop, played a lot of clear speed MF farming shit. Have a guy in guild that dropped a mirror in Abyss this lead, playing BV impulses, no MF. I mean, MF tier isn't going to guarantee you it just means you see more items per hour, so it would, in the long term, mean you're probably more likely to find one. Currently at 2 weeks of PoE, just considering getting into hardcore. Well, good luck if you do it, man, but keep in mind that's not for the... Like, if you're going to play hardcore, make sure you're ready to be able to lose weeks of progress. Yeah, I rated with Alkaiser in WoW. You died to Merveil 3 times you're on your first day playing? RIP. What map should you have undiscovered for effective burial chambers farm? Well, I changed my map. I'm not doing burial chambers anymore, but if you type !Atlas, you can see my old atlas. But basically you just remove all tier 3s and all tier 4s, and you shape a relic chamber. I still Alkaiser's character name, now it was given to me. Hope Innocence don't fuck your ass with 1 HP today. Yeah, hopefully not, Febston. Yeah, I was a shaman, Big Soul. I was Marty Daddy in Alkaiser's guild. Fair enough, Mind Rush. This zone is so confusing. So confusing. I actually never know where to go in here. Oh wait, I have 2 skill points to pick up. I should go grab those. I do and I don't agree, Litchi. I think you should play hardcore if you want to play hardcore. Even though, like, yeah, there's a lot of random bullshit that can just kill you. It's like, if you're gonna have more fun playing hardcore and dying all the time than you would on softcore, then play hardcore. And if you're not gonna have fun dying, then play softcore. Like, I started out on hardcore and it didn't faze me. Because I came from playing hardcore in Diablo and I knew I was going to die a lot going into it. It's kind of just if you're going to get turned away from the game by dying a lot, then you should probably start on softcore. But I don't think you should force yourself into either one. You should just play the one that appeals the most to you at any given time. Because realistically, they're both great ways to play the game. Like, there's a lot of hardcore elitism, a lot of softcore elitism, but I honestly think that both are, like, basically equivalent in terms of how much enjoyment you get out of them. It's just, like, what you personally find more fun, whether it's, you know, amassing large amounts of currency, fighting bosses with builds that probably shouldn't be fighting them, or do you prefer, like, you know, like, taking the time to meticulously plan out your build and you know, set yourself up to fight every single boss so that you don't die, because you can't die, and if you die, you lose a lot of stuff, right? That's kind of the more the hardcore situation, is it's a lot more preparation, a lot less, like, just do. Whereas softcore generally tends to be the opposite. It's a lot less preparation and a lot more just kind of, like, figure things out as you go. You've died so much and you love hardcore? Yeah. I mean, I'm the same situation. I love hardcore as long as I can trade. If I can't trade, though, on hardcore, that's when I'm like, maybe I should be going softcore right now. Yeah, if you have less time to play, softcore can be better for you, but there are people who feel like, well, I don't have much time to play, so I want to maximize it and enjoy my time by playing hardcore. So there's arguments for both sides. If you can play hardcore, you're too bad and would rage quit after investing a lot of hours into a character and then losing it. Yeah, for sure. Totally understand that. Elitism is less significant than it used to be back in the day. Don't really see the softcore versus hardcore 200 post threads in Reddit. I didn't play back then, so I'm not sure. But there definitely is still a lot of it. Like, you see a ton of, like, softcore gets brought up and someone's like, oh, softcore dance game, or hardcore gets brought up and people are like, hardcore lol, logout macro, or whatever. Logout macro core, stuff like that. There's definitely still a lot of it. For whatever reason, people just love to feel superior over others, even if it's over the most insignificant thing ever, like the fact that they play hardcore or they play softcore and the other person plays hardcore and or the other person plays softcore, right? Like, people just are always looking for those excuses to, like, feel better about themselves. Wish we had softcore item availability in hardcore. Yeah, same. Sleeve's kind of quiet, economy is smaller. Yeah, you're crafting literally half your wonders here. Yeah, same. I had to craft all of my jewels, or like 80% of them. I'm gonna have to craft my own helmet, whereas on softcore I could surely just buy a helmet. Now that we have SSFHC, anyone who brags about hardcore will get shot down for not playing SSF hardcore. Yeah. Oh wow, very skillful for basically just playing the version of the game that makes you take longer to do anything. But it's exactly the same, it just takes longer because you're limited. I mean, not to say that, you know, there aren't merits to playing SSF, it's a cool mode and all, but I don't really get the elitism about it. I want to get YZO Cup. No, I'm not dead meaningless. That was a lot of damage. My Wise Oak must have fallen off for a second there. Hey, Pascal. I probably shouldn't have tanked the spider cannon. You got an Elder Helmet with KB damage and chance, not evasion. Would you have an interest? No. I have a very specific helmet that I'm looking for now, and I'm gonna waste way too much money crafting it, but I want exactly that specific helmet. Tiny Squirrel, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that, man. See far more people shitting on hardcore players on Reddit than hardcore players shitting on softcore. I see a lot of both. I think there's a little bit of cognitive bias. Or I think it's called cognitive bias, where you like are perceiving that because you feel one way or the other. I see a ton of both people, or both sides. Nate, thank you for the $5 donation. Gang, gang, we really out here. Gang, gang, we really out here. Gang, gang, we really out here. Thanks for the $5, Nate. I appreciate that. I wonder how many years you're gonna take to fully gear in SSF? I don't know. I'll only ever play SSF in like Mayhem and Turmoil. To understand video game elitism regardless, it's like if I end at Diamond 2, I just get flamed endlessly for not being Diamond 1. Yeah, exactly, Snesley. And half the people flaming you are like gold. But they're just flaming you because they like want to feel better about themselves. Hey, why? Think about it. Why would anyone in 2018 take a proposition where they risk the entire progress of farming game based on one death? E-Girl, you tried to make this argument before and it's stupid. It's completely irrelevant. Like, I honestly have no interest in arguing this with you. It's so fucking pointless, dude. If you can't understand it, that's fine, but there are tons of reasons to want to do that. The only thing you personally hate with the hardcore is the economy. Yeah, I agree. Meaningless completely. Although people will say the exact opposite of what you're saying. I'm looking for an 84 plus Elder Lion Pelt or Sinner Tricorn. It doesn't need KB enchant. I just want an 83 plus Sinner Tricorn or Lion's Pelt, and I will be crafting it in a very expensive method that will hopefully work out, but it's going to cost me probably over 1500 chaos to get the helmet that I'm after, and that'd be just to get like an acceptable version. Community is playing the game for some reason, with the same reason, to have fun. Yeah. Tell me, how do you lose your entire progress when you die in hardcore? It's fate. E-Girl Daddy does this all the time. Passive aggressive comment on both sides for sure. What's your highest level in hardcore? Low plays hardcore and logger every 2 seconds? Yeah, exactly. When you were MF burials, you had magic map drops. What did you do with them? What do you mean? I put them in my tab and I sell them. Or I ID them and I scour them and then I out them. It's bad for you, but it has nothing to do with, like, if you don't understand what other people enjoy, that's fine, dude, but, like, legitimately, man, if you're just gonna always put these bait arguments in my chat, like, I'm not interested in your conversation, like. You're gonna horror it? Yeah, I am going to be a Hobbit. I don't mind if I have to use, like, 20 to 30 horrors, but I will do it eventually. I'll probably get the Headhunter before I horror it, though. I have a usable one right now. Yeah, it's gotta be bait. Do you shape barrels that have to remove all T7s and 9s? You don't have to remove 7s. Just 8s and 9s. God damn, I'm getting chunked today. Yeah, let me go grab Blast real quick. I'm trying to like read chat while fighting these bosses and it's not working. Like, basically what it comes down to, E-Girl Daddy, is that you don't like hardcore, you don't like the concept behind it, and that's fine. But we do. Like, you know, if you don't, that's cool, man, but we do. That's all there is to it. You don't have to try and justify why it's wrong that somebody else likes something. If they like it, that's the end of the story. There's no right or wrong in what people enjoy. It's the same thing with music. Like, basically you're trying to be like, oh yeah, there's no reason to like hip-hop in 2018. Well, guess what, man? If someone likes hip-hop, that's their prerogative. It has nothing to do with you or your opinion. Your opinion holds no merit. And neither does mine. It's a personal basis. No, I didn't rip Leviathan. I'm doing a video for YouTube. What's happening here? I'm just leveling your character to Blood Aqueducts for YouTube. What's up, Gucci? High, high, low, low feels. Why don't you determine if you know there's a chance you can lose and don't get first place? Been playing PoE since 2010. You played exclusively hardcore. You don't have anything against software, it's just that you have fun when playing software. You just are a glutton for punishment. Yeah, for sure. Are you the savage today? I mean, just that particular argument is like so fucking. I don't even have words. Like, just when you try and convince someone that what they're doing is wrong, like just because they enjoy something different from you, it's like whatever, man. Red Eye, thanks a lot for the 45-year host, dude. I appreciate that. I shouted you out in my YouTube video. I don't know if you've watched it or not, but for the help on the Elder Ring, I threw a link to your Twitch chat or Twitch in it. I hope that's cool. I assumed it would be fine, but if you want me to remove it, just let me know. This is sub. Mario's too nice to say, let people play the game, fuck off. Yeah, pretty much. You just watch me. I appreciate that, sweet girl. Oh god, I wasn't looking, I was reading chat. Split the money from the video with you, here's your card. It's fine, alright. Playing video games in general is making a bad deal with yourself? Oh yeah, totally. But like there's no merit to either side of that argument. It's just like, let people do what they want to do with their life. It's their life. If you don't want to do something that someone else wants to do, then don't do it. And if they want to do it, then let them do it, man. If they're not hurting anyone but themselves, then it's not your business to, you know, tell them what they can and can't do. What's the gem in the game and why is it Thunder? Best gem in the game and why is it Thunder and not Cyclone? What? I don't understand the question, but I don't know. KB is the best gem in the game. It's my favorite. Did I see the Reddit post with the Ancient Orb abuse? Yes, I did. I think it's really cool, Twisted. It's my life. It's now or never. Yeah, pretty much Gucci. There's a clear-cut hardcore player base. You play days, you die, you don't keep anything. You start over. It's an enjoyable experience. What you when you see as a negative, positive to others. Yeah, exactly. It's all about perception. This argument sounds so stupid. Yeah, it does. Red Eye viewer here, first time watching my stream. It's already really good. Well, thanks, Arizona. I'm glad you enjoy it. And you got pretty good taste in streams, dude. You offered 1 X for it. Damn. Yeah, probably worth more. It's a video game, it's virtual, so let people be? Yeah, totally. Like, I'm sure there are people who would have told Ziz that he's wasting his life by streaming hardcore Path of Exile, but now he's making more money than doctors by streaming Path of Exile, so... You know? People are gonna do what they want to do. They're gonna have fun doing what they do, and... If you're enjoying yourself, then you're good to go. Food's finally there. That was long, Nate. That was like 40 or an hour and a half or something. Hour and 10 minutes. Wait, where did I miss the path? I'm actually just so stupid. Oh, it's right here? This is gonna burn out flame in a couple years though. Doctors have a career for a long time. If Ziz can stream for a couple more years, he's gonna make enough money to retire on if he invests it well. Yeah, he is. JRF, do you realize how much money like big streamers make? You should actually look at some of the numbers if you don't think so. Like, it's insane. Like, I'm a Cutie Pie is a millionaire after just a few years of being a big streamer. Multi-millionaire. So is Bodhi. And Bodhi's about the size of Zizaran. And those aren't even... Well, Cutie Pie's a huge streamer, but Bodhi is more around Ziza's size. Yeah, Ninja is a not really... Ninja is an outlier. Like, we're not gonna include Ninja in conversations like this because he is not... Nobody's gonna expect what he is. Absolutely, I think he makes more than that, Arizona. In fact, I think he makes a lot more than that. Oh, totally, but Ziz already did it. I'm not saying that everyone should do it, I'm just saying that I'm just giving it as an example of something where people can say that what you're doing is wrong, and it isn't wrong. It's just your thing, and like, I don't know, it's just another example of like why you shouldn't tell people what they should or shouldn't do. Because if Ziz had listened to haters saying like, oh, you shouldn't do this, then he wouldn't have gotten to where he is. And Ziz is a great, you know, he's a super dedicated guy. He would have done great in whatever he chose to do, but he made it happen in something that he loves. That's even better. It has nothing to do with ease, dude. You're completely missing the point here, you girl daddy. And you always do this, man. Another thing you guys are forgetting is that Ziz makes a lot of money off of sponsors, and he makes money off of YouTube. He could make infinitely more money off of doing game sponsors. Like if Ziz was willing to do the sellout streams like Trip and stuff, go stream YouTube or phone games. There are phone game services that he has stated have offered him $500 an hour to play their phone game, and then that's just straight bonus on top of whatever he would make from, you know, all of his other revenue while doing that, ads, subs, etc., etc. Okay, I don't have tap fire res. I need to get my flash up. Whoops. That was a mistake to go in there with that wise out, because I'm not res tap. He doesn't make any money off YouTube. I'm pretty sure he still makes money off the ads even if he doesn't monetize them. And also I'm pretty sure he does monetize some of them because he specifically tries not to mute the videos unless I'm mistaken. Phone games lol, yeah. Hey Oxyka, how are you doing, dude? Oh, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. You work for a 300k subs YouTuber. He's 18 left, school just ain't worth any more than money he makes from YouTube and streaming once in a while. I believe it completely, Artsman Jade. 1k or slab burials, 1k left till Headhunter. Not too bad, Oxyco. It's not logical to watch people play video games or play them yourself. You do it for fun, which is the same reason people play softcore and some people. Yeah, exactly, totally. Someone was trying to get in this chat and call him out for taking flips for YouTube. Oh, okay. Could be doing something more productive with your 200 IQ. True, nice. I'm so slow. I don't have flasks. I hate my life right now. You're missing the point though. It's just like the point is like if you guys are talking about specifics, you're completely missing the point. The point is you can do what you want and you can make it work. And if you're telling someone that they shouldn't do something because it's not good or it's not going to work out or whatever, then you should think about people like this. And there's a bunch of other examples, not just in gaming or streaming, but other parts of life too, where people were told, what they wanted to do was never going to work out or whatever, or not to follow their dreams and stuff, and they made it into a living, and they made it into something that worked really well for them. It's just in general, like, don't live your life caring or telling people what they should or shouldn't do. Just do you. Focus on your stuff and let people focus on theirs. If you ever think that your opinion holds more value than any other person's opinion, then you need to, like, completely reconsider, because, you know, we're all equals, we're all humans, we're all just random nerds on the internet, like, so yeah, I don't know. People just, like, get way too uppity. Do I stream for a living? I do, but, I mean, I'm not successful enough for it to be a living right now. Right now I'm living off of my savings, mainly. Nice said. Thanks, thanks. Stop talking, you just breathe in and out without expending oxygen. By talking, your stream will last longer. Fair point. Lego, try hard. Spy your first headhunter, hyper mapping. Oh shit, grass dump shit. Headhunter is one of the most fun upgrades in the game. Dipping into that 401k? No. Good song for the moment. I think I thanked you, but thanks again, Trims, if I didn't yet thank you. Someone really went to the don't do that because of X or X, then we as humanity wouldn't have survived. All the shit we enjoyed today was made with someone who was told, don't do that, that won't work. Yeah, totally. You never knew who Ninja was, really? So no balls where your headhunter resting in your stash. Why don't you sell it, meaningless, if you don't want to use it? Is she hot? Yeah, Ninja's really hot. She's beautiful. He had 4 million followers and 100 million views today. Yeah, Ninja's huge. He's doing it big. He's tongue slapping me. Altizer is the hottest PoE girl on Twitch. Completely agree. The craziest thing about Altizer is she's so hot, but she never wears makeup. I can't wait for that makeup stream of her, now that Havoc defeated Uber Elder on time. Harassment, rip whoop. Does it inflict physical damage? I'm not sure. Barcode. Hawkeye Steel looks like a boy, but it's actually a girl, maybe. Sneaky. Dude, those sneaky pics are, I don't know. $2 million followers in the last 30 days, that's crazy. You never not watched Ninja because of that Fortnite commercial project. It's not a good game, maybe sound toxic, but I think he is a dumb guy. You just watch informative streams. I mean, you know, you're entitled to your opinion. Did you just assume out gender? Good question. What happened to Wander? My Wander's fine. Yeah, I'm just making a leveling video. It's fine to watch dumb people. Like, we're all sitting here watching this, Monkey. It's true. Nothing wrong with watching idiots like me game it up. Sneaky is indeed. He's a bear. Gave you a semi-chub. Playing with celebs. I mean, I think it's kind of like a combination of Ninja's entertaining, but also he's good at the game he plays, and he's playing a game that has a really huge growth. And then once you reach a certain point of growth, like, people just want to watch you because you're so big. Like, I think a lot of people that watch streams like Ninja or PewDiePie, they watch them just because they're literally the top stream on Twitch, so they just tune into them. I mean, I've done that. I'll just open Twitch, I'll check the popular streams or whatever, and I'm like, oh, who's this person? Go watch them. And that can snowball your growth really hard if people like your personality when they do that. Where the fuck do I even want a path now? Normally I'd take jewels, but I don't have any right now. He's there since Justin TV. Oh really? I didn't know that, Onra. Fortnite did really good for him? Yeah, definitely. A lot of people don't know, but if it wasn't for Summit hosting Ninja Forever Go with 20k plus people, I don't know where you'd ever be at. Well, hey, it worked out. I mean, it doesn't... Like, Ninja would have eventually grown on his own, otherwise he wouldn't be as big as he is, but he probably wouldn't have had as rapid of growth. Was I wearing Bistro's? Yeah, I was. You wearing Bistro's? I was using Bistro's Taller and Bistro's Leash. I mean, that's the thing about streaming, though, is even if you're pretty famous, like, unless people actually like what you're doing or how you act and stuff, they're not gonna stick with your stream. But I was also surprised, let GTL. Been streaming since Halo 3, wow. Got your first headhunter yesterday, thanks to my burial chamber strat. Oh shit, so hurt Grats, dude, that's awesome. I'm glad it worked out for you. You watch deadmau5 time to time. Back in the days you were listening to his music a lot. I still listen to a lot of deadmau5's music. He's got some great stuff. Probably like 600. It's probably a lot more with Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, easy 500k, which is crazy. Just watch him play Halo 3 back in the day. I never really followed Halo 3 pro scene that much. I liked the Halo 2 scene, but I was kind of over it by the time Halo 3 was out. Kind of Vitality Jewel worth 23x. Oh shit, that's big, dude. I always kill the fire girl first. I'm just a little bit more afraid of her attacks than the ice girl. And there you go. Generic bow slash wand character made it to Dried Lake. That was, or not Dried Lake, Blood Aqueducts in about roughly 3 hours playtime with all quests done. At this point, what I would do next is I'd go do my Uber Lab, or my Merc Lab, Cruel Lab. I'd get Gathering Winds. And then from here on, you can just, you know, farm it up. You get level 65, you can equip the Piscators, you can go Wands. As far as the tree, if you have jewels, you can not take this stuff because it's all excessive. And just put in this jewel, put in this jewel, put in this jewel, and work your way up to Witch. If you're going for Wander, but if you're staying a Bower, you can stay down here. You know, you can do whatever you want with the tree. So, hopefully this helped, guys. I'll move my cam so you can see the tree. This is kind of what we ended with. It's not the perfect tree or anything. It's not the only tree. It's not the only way to level this character. But this is one option, and this is how I like to level my characters. So this is the tree that I took. So first we went down to Primeval Force. We then came over, picked up this int node to help level up some gems. We took this life, then we went into this life and took Fury Bolts, and then we went up here, grabbed Herbalism, grabbed Acrobatics, then grabbed this damage and this life. Then we grabbed our life right here, and then Pierce Nodes, and then finished it out right here. And so yeah, that's, you know, quick and easy. Make your way to Blood Aqueducts. From here, you can do whatever you want on this character. You can stay bows, you can go wands. You know, you're in a good place. And I usually farm Blood Aqueducts until level 72 or so. That's gonna be good enough. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and hope to see you all in my stream.